Hi everybody, it's Matt, and I'm going to explain the general idea behind 10,000 Worlds RPG. It's a pen and paper role-playing game. My cats may even make an appearance because they've been running around like crazy. So I am at 3231 through Periscope, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Chances are if you Google 3231, you'll be able to find me all over the place. So I'm all over social media and of course on Facebook. Now, just for the sake of showing you or answering a question, there are some people out there that ask, what is a pen and paper role-playing game or pen and paper RPG? Well, obviously, RPG stands for role-playing game, and it's something that basically requires just a couple pieces of material, a couple things, props, if you want to call it, and your imagination. Of course, you need, for this particular game, for this particular one, 10,000 Worlds, you would need a 10-sided die, otherwise known as D10. This, in case right here, is 1D10, and it's basically a dice that has 10 sides to it, 1 through 9 and 0, which is 10. 0 right there. So 10-sided die. The more the better. To start off in the game, you wouldn't need any more than like 6 or 7, really. But you can find those at any like gaming stores, any place that sells collectibles or comic books. There's a lot of different places where you can find those things. If you need help finding them, find a nerd and they'll basically direct you. You also need a pen or pencil and paper. Duh, pen and paper. That's kind of the easy part. Now, the basic idea behind 10,000 Worlds is think of the favorite thing that you like to watch, whether that be a TV show like Star Trek or Firefly or Supernatural, or something older like Quantum Leap or Sliders, something newer like The 100, Dark Matter, video games like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, any movie or any TV series, any book, Lord of the Rings, what have you. Anything that you can think of that you like, and you like a particular type of character, like a particular genre, can apply to this game. It combines aspects of science fiction, post-apocalyptic, some horror, some Ghostbusters actions, paranormal, supernatural type stuff, superpowers. You can be whatever you want, and that type of character can fit in to the world that we're trying to build. The basic storyline of how 10,000 Worlds comes from is an event that occurs at midnight, January 1st, in the year 2000. Deep in the Pacific Ocean, off the coast of the United States territory of Guam, in the Marianas Trench, a group of scientists secretly built an underwater facility to research alternate forms of fuel. Basically using geothermal energy and the pressures of the water and other sciencey stuff, they came up with a plan. What they basically did was they poked a hole in the fabric of time and space, which they found out expelled a lot of energy which it turned out filled up their storage batteries, or battery storage, energy storage, whatever you want to call it, to like 200%. So like a lot more energy than they were expecting. Now with this newfound energy, they could build new weapons and aircraft, power factories and entire cities, civilian transportation without having to worry about emissions, no pollution, even powered small electronic devices like televisions or radios or watches or computers. Now, what could possibly be the downside to this, you ask? Well, if you only poked one hole in a piece of paper, that really wouldn't do anything, really wouldn't do any major damage. The same thing as in poking one hole into time and space. You poke a lot of holes in time and space into one particular area, and you're asking for trouble. So getting back to the timeline, after the event occurred in January 2000, more holes started poking in the fabric of time and space, and it started a wave effect, a ripple effect, if you would. More dimensions opened up. more monsters, more zombies, other things appeared from other dimensions, flooded cities, radiation, all sorts of bad happened more and more as time went on until there goes the universe. Unfortunately, the ripple effects go the same way, so in the past, where we have this our reality now, where not a lot of bad stuff's happened, you hear reports, as far as history goes, the further back, ghosts, vampires and werewolves and gods and apocalypse, Old Testament type stuff, a whole bunch of nastiness. The further you go back, people start believing, you start thinking it's superstition, and then it's people believing in mythology, but in reality, it's just time unraveling and space unraveling, dimensions unraveling towards the beginning of time, just as bad as it was at the end of time. So where do you come in? Maybe your character was there when we blasted off of Earth to try and get away and let the Earth heal itself with all the damage we did to it. We went out into the stars and colonized, and you have a sci-fi universe. Maybe you're at the point in time where you stayed on the planet and lived through a post-apocalyptic universe. Maybe you fell through one of the rifts and ended up back in time, or possibly even another dimension. Maybe your character is just after the event, and you're in one of the organizations trying to investigate all the weird things going on to find out what exactly is happening in your world. Or maybe you found a way to move around and you just said, the hell with it, you're going to have some fun around different timelines, and screw the universe, it's just time to play. There were basically endless possibilities on what your character can be, where you are, and who you team up with. That's basically the whole point of 10,000 Worlds, is to have everybody get together, have fun, being whoever they want to be. Ragtag group, fire squad of paranormal investigators, whatever you want. Basically, the who, what, when, and wherever your character depends on you, your imagination, and a roll of the dice. Thanks for watching, and I'll have more information in a bit.